Welcome to episode 103 of Uncovering the Corners of the World podcast. I'm your host, Karina Kasmala. Using research and my personal experiences where I actually set foot in some of these places, I'll be describing some of the unknown attractions in both the US and around the world, as well as share some of the hidden landmarks of some well-known places. We travel at least 5 time zones before we land in England this week. England, along with Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, are all part of the United Kingdom. London is England's capital, and likely the first city that comes to mind when you think England. But on this week's episode, we are traveling at least 3 hours, or about 173 miles or so, north or northeast from London. On an unmarked road where there are only a few houses, but mostly empty green fields with lots of vegetation, is a self-service store located on a farm. Home Farm Dairy is located on a road in Market Rawson, LN8 2AU in England. The farm can be easily spotted from the road as there are signs that point you to stop by and buy coffee, hot drinks, milkshakes, ice creams, and cheeses. When my cousin suggested that we stop by for ice cream on the way to Cleethorpes from our 2.5 hour so drive from the airport, I wasn't expecting to stop at a farm, but I was pleasantly surprised. We pulled into the parking lot in front of a building called the Milk Shed, where different types of vending machines were inside. Each machine served a different purpose, either preparing cold, creamy, soft-serve ice cream, pouring a hot cup of milk chocolate, or pouring raw milk right in front of you. Across from the ice cream vending machine is a counter that lets you customize your ice cream further. While taking a scoop of the nice cold ice cream, you taste the creaminess of milk. It's not a vanilla flavored type of ice cream, but you can add syrups like raspberry and chocolate to give it another type of sweetness to it. Our next stop takes us to Cleethorpes, a seaside town with restaurants, arcades, and shops that run along the Lincolnshire coast. Cleethorpes was established as a fishing village in the 6th century. In the 19th century, the charming town became more of a holiday retreat, and it was known for its medicinal waters. While walking along Cleethorpes' sandy beach, you might find that the beach either stretches as far as the horizon or disappears completely under clear blue waters. And that is because of its tide phases, something that I found interesting because it isn't as noticeable to see it on Lake Michigan in the United States. During the day, England experiences 2 high tides and 2 low tides. When and at what speed the tide travels around the coastline depends on various factors, such as the shape of the coastline, the depth of the water, and the topography of the sea. The world revolves around Cleethorpes, or at least that is the phrase carved into a pedestal holding a granite globe. This globe is located along a path near the Meridian showground. The Greenwich Meridian line is marked as the point where the east meets the west. Initiated in 1884, the Greenwich Meridian indicates the line of 0 longitude, and this is also marked with a metal sign on the ground that says, "This is the line of the Greenwich Meridian, longitude 000 with an arrow." In Britain, the Greenwich Meridian line starts in the East Yorkshire coast, crosses the Humber estuary, and touches Cleethorpes. The line continues past England and passes through Algeria, Mali, Burkina Faso, Ghana, Togo, France, and Spain. The line also extends from the North Pole to the South Pole. There is a directional signpost next to the globe that points how far iconic cities around the globe are from the Greenwich Meridian line in Cleethorpes. For instance, New York is 3,418 miles and Sydney is 10,483 miles. Further down the path from the Greenwich Meridian line are small wooden homes called the Cleethorpes Day Chalets. When I was there, on a few of these buildings I saw murals created by the artist Banksy. The one that I saw was of a boy placing sand into a bucket while a bird sat on top of his hat. Banksy is an anonymous street artist who is recognized for his stenciled art pieces drawn in public places. While in Cleethorpes, we stopped by a pub where no more than 4 customers and 2 staff members can fit inside its doors. Located at Cleethorpes Coast Light Railway Lakeside Station on Kings Road in Cleethorpes is Signal Box Inn. Although not officially recognized by the Guinness World Records, there is a sign on top of the building that reads, "The smallest pub on the planet." and the building measures 8 feet by 8 feet or 2.4 meters by 2.4 meters. Inside the building there is a counter with ales, lagers, and ciders all on tap, as well as local brewed versions of these alcohols. Although sitting inside the pub may feel very cozy, the building does have picnic tables in its beer garden area, so you can enjoy a nice cold pint of beer in the fall breezy weather. Matching the small version of the pub is a mini golf course and a small railway found behind the building. The railway is one of the oldest seaside miniature railways in Britain. The Cleethorpes Coast Light Railway used to be a post-war seaside ride. The railway opened on Saturday, July 17th in 1948 with a 10 1/4 inch gauge railway and a track measuring 275 meters behind Cleethorpes Bathing Pool. The Cleethorpes Borough Council chose Mr. William Botterill of Peterborough to be in charge of the railway. Neither of them liked the operating conditions of the train and having the railway behind the Cleethorpes Bathing Pool, so they decided to move it the following year to Thrunscoe Recreation Ground on the seaward site of the boating lake. During 1949 to 1953, the track extended to measure 700 meters, nearly quadrupled in length, with a double track and 2 stations, one near Paddling Pool and the other one in Thrunscoe. After many relocations and upgrades to the locomotives, the railway was placed closer to King's Road in 2000. Today, these coal-fired steam and diesel locomotive trains take visitors on a 2-mile journey around Cleethorpes Boating Lake, all while traveling on a 15-inch gauge, narrow-gauge track. Thank you for listening to this week's episode. If you're curious about the history of Cleethorpes, check out the website, visit lincolnshire.com/destination/Cleethorpes. And to learn about the tide phases, check out the website oceanservice.noaa.gov. To see the predictions for the next tide in England, visit the website www.tidetimes.co.uk. If you want to read more about the Home Farm Dairy, visit their Facebook page and the website rawmilkproducers.co.uk. To learn more about the Greenwich Meridian line, visit the website discovernortheastlincolnshire.co.uk. Lastly, to learn more about the smallest pub on the planet, read the article Drink It In, inside the UK's smallest pub that was once in a train station signaling box with just enough space for 6 people, written by Hope Brotherton, on the website thesun.co.uk. And the Cleethorpes Coast Light Railway website at www.cclr.co.uk. Have a great week!